Supposed to be live from the streets of Hua Hin this morning, but it's raining. Can't predict what the weather's going to do. So for the time being, I'm going to sit here. I'm not a real good BSer, but I'll talk for a while. We'll see if we get some people showing up that'll talk with me, and um, if it clears up a little bit, we'll take a walk on down the street here. We're sitting at a Cafe Amazon. I got my coffee, having a little mocha, frozen mocha, and we'll see if we get anybody showing up. I said the weather's not cooperating today. I was hoping for a nice day. It's been sunny most of the time, but today it's been raining. I got caught in pretty much rain on the way over here, so thought I'd pull on over and end up getting a mocha and hanging out. So hopefully I'll get some people showing up, talking to me for a while, and if it clears up, we will walk in a little bit. Hello, my friend. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. I know I'm supposed to be walking around downtown today, but I'm not, only because it's raining. It's not really a nice day out. I was hoping for a sunny day, but thank you for showing up. I don't know who else is here. Hi. Hopefully I'll get some people talking to me. That's the important thing. Oh, I see. Thank you so much, Donging. Bot, 40 bot, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're gonna sit here for a little bit. Hey fools, how are you? Want to do a little bit of a walk through the streets, but it is raining in Thailand, surprising enough, rainy season. It's been a real good year so far. And of course today I want to do a live stream and it is raining. So we're gonna sit at the Cafe Amazon and I'll have frappe, mocha frappe, and if it clears up a little bit in the next 10-15 minutes, I'll take a walk, but it was raining pretty hard on the way here. I got a little bit wet. So what's going on back home? What's going on around the world? Everybody here? Chirp on in, let's talk, see what's going on. Hi, Cindy. Come on up here. I'm just sitting at, you can see behind me the Cafe Amazon. It is raining. Not hard right now, just a drizzle, but on the way over here it was pouring pretty good. So I stopped over at Amazon and said, it doesn't look like I'm going to do my walk today, unfortunately. But it's okay. We can all sit here and talk for a little bit and see how things are going in. And hey, Bo, how are you? Come on the live stream and talk. Nice to see you. Nice to see everybody. I've got 7 people here, and unfortunately, I'll turn this around. We'll show you where I'm at. It's just kind of hanging out. Hi, Julia. How are you? Thank you for coming. Just sitting right out. As I turn, I'll move. There's the railroad, so I'll kind of sit this way here and talk. Got lots of traffic, a lot more traffic than I thought I was going to have. Hello, how are you? Thank you. Hi, honey. How are you? Thanks for showing up. Thanks, everybody. Just sitting back here, kind of waiting for the rain to clear. It is a rainy, cloudy day. Let's see if I can move this up just a little bit. It's a rainy, cloudy day here, and I was hoping for a nice sunny day to go walking around downtown Hua Hin. So I'll probably have to save that for next week. I'll go ahead and walk down there if we get a good day. I guess I've been pretty lucky so far. I've been making my live streams and everything's been working pretty good, and been able to get on out and show everybody around town and so forth. But today, just kind of a cloudy, rainy day. And you know, can't believe how much traffic. I actually got out here and you could see the traffic going back and forth. And today's actually a holiday here. It's Big Buddha Day. Adrian, how are you? Thank you for coming. So I wanted to go show Hua Hin and walk around the streets, but I got a crappy, cloudy, rainy day. I started saying it's Big Buddha Day today, so I didn't think the kids would be going to school, but it's still actually lots of traffic zipping up and down. A lot more than I thought was going to be going on. So we're just sitting here, gonna sit at one of my hangouts. I have a Cafe Amazon. I got a frappe, mocha frappe. Sit here and talk to everybody. Buddha Day, this is the way it fell this year. Ended up being a 4-day weekend for them. I guess it's like holidays back home in the States with Christmas falls at a certain time. A lot of times the kids get off 2 weeks instead of a week for school. But I said it's Big Buddha Day and everything's been closed for the weekend and all the way till tomorrow. So there's not going to be a whole lot going on. I mean, at least I didn't think it was, but it's pretty busy. Everybody's zipping back and forth. You can see all the motorbikes going back and forth, and the railway's right behind. That's the new railway up on above, the crossover on top, and the old railway still runs on the bottom. Soon that'll be opening and everybody will be taking the train and they'll be riding the train on the upper tracks there. Won't be going through the bottom anymore. It's supposed to be I don't think it's a high-speed train, but a speed train, so be a little bit quicker to go ahead and go. So how's everybody doing today? Everybody okay back in the States, here in Southeast Asia? How's everybody doing? I'm not very good at rambling, so guys got to help me out. Give me some questions, talk to me. I'm usually better when I can walk along and point things out in the city, but today just kind of hanging here at the Cafe Amazon because of the rain. Go ahead and see messages, make sure I'm not missing anybody. Hello, Adrian, okay. Yeah, you can see this street I'm sitting on right now is where the night market is. During the day, there's nothing going on here, but at night, they close the street off. Yeah, coffee time, Jack. I wanted to go walk and show everybody around, but you can see it's cloudy, crappy, rainy day, so kind of put a little bit of a bugger in the day. Can't do my regular live stream. So I'm just sitting over at Cafe Amazon and having a coffee, having a frappe, and hopefully I get a few people here talking to me for a while. We'll sit here and BS for a little bit, and then after that, yeah, I'll bet you. I told you it was hot there, didn't I? I knew it was going to be crazy there. Nice sunny day back in Michigan, huh? And I said, well, you guys have been getting the rain and we've been nice, and today I got the rain and you guys are nice. Very humid. Oh, I love it, Jack. It's great. Get out and blast around on it. I couldn't afford a Harley here. They put so much import taxes on everything, so it makes it, a Harley costs you what, $30,000 brand new back home. It's probably double that. Hey, Mike, how are you? Thanks for coming. Yeah, brand new Harley would be almost double that here. I mean, it's ungodly expensive. The bike I bought is called a Royal Enfield, and it's a blast. It's hot and humid. Yeah, it's hot and humid here, just cooking. But the bike I bought is called a Royal Enfield. It's not quite as big as a Harley, which actually is better for the streets over here anyway. So when you go ahead and you zip around over here, you can get around, and yet it's still big enough to get me wherever you want to go. Yeah, it's a cool bike. They make several versions too, just like a Harley. The one I got is called a Meteor. They got the Classic, has a little bit less stuff on it, and then they have Himalaya, which is kind of like, I guess it'd be for like riding on dirt roads and climbing big hills and stuff. It's got a lot of torque, but it's not real quick. They got several versions of the bike, but I found one I liked. It's a nice ride, and it's a good fun ride. We've been blasting around on it for a while now. Cal's been gone for a few days. She went back home to Surin to see her mom. So she went over there, and I went out a couple times on it for a ride. But sticking around, it's been raining every night here. Yeah, it is nice. It's a nice fun bike, and it didn't break me either. Like I said, a new Harley costs you probably almost 60 grand. This one cost me about $5,500. I mean, it's not near the bike, but it's still a good-looking bike. Still lets me do what I want to do. Lets me get around. So, and it's a fun bike. I mean, I got the Forza, which is my touring bike now. That bike has, the side bags, the back bags, storage underneath, and she's 90 now. Just turned 90, so she's old and very thin. I don't know. I guess she's having a little bit of problems with her memory and stuff, and I guess to be expected when you're 90 years old, Julia. I mean, 90 is old. It's not young anymore, and Cal's worried about her mom, so she keeps going back. This time was kind of a easy Yeah, it's rainy season here now, Cindy. It's been rainy season for a while, and we haven't had it. That's why I said I've been lucky doing my streams, walking around and not getting any rain. And then, today I actually got some, so not much I can say. But I said with Cal's mom, she's old. Cal had a free ride up there. Her son-in-law and daughter were going out there this weekend, so she went ahead and jumped on. Hi, love. Thanks for coming. I know you got your live going right now. I appreciate you showing up, saying hi. Good to see people coming. I wanted to do a walk, but I got pretty wet coming over here today. I was driving on the bike and it came down good on me, so I pulled over at the Cafe Amazon for a mocha frappe. So many different kinds of bikes here, Jack. If you check it out, there's these scooters. That bike just going by in the blue right there, that's a Wave. That's kind of one of the most common bikes here. Those things are almost indestructible. They're not very expensive, but they last forever. When you have issues with them, they can yank the motor out, rebuild it, and put it back in for probably less than a couple $100. Same thing with the transmission and everything. Those things are indestructible. They drive for 10, 15 years. The bike we have is called a Scoopy, small one, and that one's almost as good. A little bit harder to do things here, but there's so many different kinds of bikes they have here. Most people have just scooters here, though. They have scooters. So when I bought the new bike, the Royal Enfield, it's over here. It's a huge bike. I mean, it's way bigger than any Thai people have. You don't see too many Thai people. Either they drive the small scooters or else they drive Harleys. You still have a lot of bikers here. There's clubs. There's Diablos are here, but Banditos are here. So you'll see a lot of Harleys zipping around, but God, I don't know how they afford them at $60,000 for the same bike. Back home is 30. My friends here that have Harleys, she had a Sportster and she just turned it in. She's getting a new bike, and the other friend has a what does she have? A Heritage Special. So they zip around on Harleys all the time, and it's just big bike to drive here. Whenever you drive the bike, it's like there's no place to park it. You got to park it in the car section. You can't go where the scooters go, and kind of a lot of thought went into before I bought a bike and ended up getting the Royal Enfield. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a lot of traffic though. I mean, I was kind of going to expect to go sit out front a little bit and show everybody up and down, but it's awful busy, and I'm trying to keep away from a lot of the noise. The PCX just rolled by. I had one of those for a little bit. Sold it to Randy. So many different styles of motorbike. I think Thailand is the #1 motorbike sales in the world. I think they have more motorbikes here per capita than anywhere. I know Vietnam has quite a bit. Yeah, it's easy, Mike. Really, I mean, you could actually even go right from the airport to Samui. The train, there's a train that leaves and it'll take you right. BTS will take you right from the station, right down to the train station, right from the airport to the train station, and you can board there. But anyway you go, if you want to stay in Bangkok for a little bit, you can get over to the train station and hop on a train, and it's real easy. You take the train station down to Surat Thani, and there's a ferry that goes across from there. Real easy. I mean, it's not hard to take. I mean, you got to plan when the trains go, but it's not very hard to get there. I mean, I've ridden the train back and forth several times, and it's kind of relaxing, kind of easy. Once you get on it, it's out of your hands. You just sit back and relax until you get there. From Bangkok, I'll bet it's every bit of 8 or 9 hours, though, maybe even 10 hours to get down to Surat Thani. It's not, because it's 4.5, almost 5 hours from Bangkok to here, and then probably another 4 to 5 hours to get down to Chumphon and then Surat Thani. But I said, if you come, stop on over in Hua Hin, spend a day, we'll meet up and hang out, and then I can make sure you get back on the right train going down to Surat Thani and get off, walk over, and take the ferry across it. What a great place to go. I love Samui. And from Samui, you can get to Koh Tao, Phang Nga, different islands over there that you can go to. It's a lot of fun. What a great place. And then if you go across to the other side is where Krabi and Phuket is. They're on the Andaman Sea. and it's not really that far of a ride if you're going across. You're going across the country, but it's not. It's so thin down there. It'd only take you maybe an hour or two to get across to Krabi or Phuket. So lots to see in southern Thailand. Beautiful area. I certainly hope when you get here you'll let me know so we can come and meet you guys either in Bangkok, or if you're coming down this way, stop over here in Hua Hin, spend a day, and then we'll make sure you get on the train that's going out the other way. Great place to go. Having some of my coffee now. Sounds good, but down to what, about 3 weeks before you come? Not long before you're on your way here. All my friends are always invited. We got plenty of room here. You can always come up and stop by and say hello, and you know, can show you around. I love to be tour guide. I love to show people around. So much to see and do here in Hua Hin. I mean, great beaches. If you want beaches, there's nightlife available here. Of course, it's not like Pattaya or Bangkok's nightlife, but they do have nightlife here. I was just at a new bar I seen the other day. My friends told me about it, called the Rock Zone, and I went there to check out a band. I don't drink when I'm riding the motorbike. 1 week could be in the Philippines. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I went down to this place called the Rock Zone, and they had a new band there I went to see, and they are awesome. They play there 2 days a week, so I'll definitely be going to check them out again. Really good band. The singer used to play with, yeah, it sure is, fools. Anytime. You guys are always welcome here. But this band, the singer used to play with my old favorite band here in Hua Hin, El Toro Loco Rockhead band. Now young guy, he ended up getting his own band, and they are really good. Boy, they rock the place. So I'll definitely be going to hang out with them again. I guess they do some acoustic music on Tuesdays at a different bar, so I can't go tomorrow because it's Big Buddha Day, but maybe next week I'll go check that out too. Always nice to go on out, sit down, have a beer, and listen to some music if I'm riding the bike, and if I take the tuk-tuk, well, then I can have more than one. You see the traffic just keeps coming. I didn't think it'd be this busy today. Like I said, it's holiday weekend, 4-day weekend here for them. There's only a few of these a year. They have, obviously, Songkran is a huge deal for them. That's Thai New Year, also Water Festival. And that goes on for 3 or 4 days, depending on where you're at, and just a huge holiday here. Then New Year's is a big day here. Regular New Year's is a big holiday here. And if you're traveling, I made the mistake last year of doing that. But if you're traveling, to go anywhere is impossible. And this year with the 4-day weekend, everybody went back home. They said Cal hooked up a ride with her daughter and son-in-law to go back home to see her mom because they were going to go on up to the farm. So they're all back on the farm in Surin. I didn't want to go, it's too far. It's a 12-hour ride from here, and a couple times a year is enough for me. I get on out to Surin and go check everything out and relax and have a good time, but I can't go on out there all the time. It's too far of a ride. Even on the buses, straight bus ride, but you're locked up in the bus for, actually the airplane ride over here from the US is easier than doing that bus ride. So how's everybody's day going so far? You guys okay? Back in the States, it's what, about 20 after 9 and 20 after 8 in the morning. You can see how busy it is here. Philippines, I think it's what, 20 after 9 in the morning. I think they're an hour ahead of us. So yeah, a little bit earlier. So everybody else, and Mike, what time is it back in Australia? You guys are a few hours difference than us, aren't you? I think Australia is a few hour difference. Yeah, it's a long ride on a bus, Julia. And they only make one stop too, 11:19. So you guys are 3 hours ahead of us here in Thailand. So I know that you're there, Love's there, Adrian's there. You guys are all Aussies. Well, Love's not an Aussie, but she lives there, and she's back in Sydney at her home. So Yeah, I hope you can make it on down this way, Mike. Like I said, it'd be nice to visit with you guys, spend some time, and show you around a little bit over here. And I said it's not hard to get around. Once you get, it's intimidating when you first get here with Bangkok and everything else, but after you've been here for a little bit, it's easy to get around. Today it sucks, Cindy. It's not very, you can see, it's not even dark. It's kind of really weak. The place made weak coffee. I don't like it. Feels like I'm drinking, now Cal would probably like this. Really weak coffee. Mostly ice, I guess. Not good at all. So, I haven't heard anything from Bobby and Jai or Dave. Those are two YouTubers from Surin. Bobby had surgery on his neck and was in Bummengrad Hospital here, and he hasn't been back. And then Dave ended up getting COVID back in Surin. So both of those guys out of commission for a little bit. So no live streams or anything from them. Kind of sucks for them, but I hope they're feeling better. Hope they're doing good. I haven't heard nothing from Bo today, but usually she's busy making videos back home, something. All the bikes. So many motorbikes here, guys. Yeah, it's funny. Some of my friends, one of my friends in particular, Paul Smizer, telling me to get a Harley, and I said, you guys don't understand how hard it is to drive here. I didn't really need espresso. It's just very bland. It doesn't even taste like coffee. It just tastes like I got ice with just a little bit of coffee or something. It's not very good. Very weak coffee and ice. But yeah, driving in traffic here is insane. I mean, it really is. When I went down to get my license here, you have to sit through a 6-hour video. And in the 6-hour video, they sit there and they explain to you that most traffic deaths here are from people driving the wrong way on a one-way street. Over here, you can make a left turn on a red light if the traffic's clear, but nobody ever watches to see if traffic's clear. When they pull up, they just make a left turn right into traffic. Yeah, bad. But you see this guy right here, is traffic coming and he pulls right out into traffic. Doesn't make a difference. There's no waiting for traffic to clear here. So you go to this class. It's a 6-hour class. You have to do a written test, and then you have to do a driving test after that during the day. Yeah, correct side for you guys. It's hard for me to get you. Now when I go back to the States, Mike, I get on the wrong side of the road. I'll probably kill somebody back there. But anyway, yeah, we go through the whole issue of doing the class and then the test, come back, do a road test. Everybody has to go ahead and do all this stuff. And then after everybody gets their license, we get on the road, we're leaving, and the same people that were in the class with me get on the road, and the first thing they do is they go the wrong way on the street. Right after being told that that's the worst thing to do, they go make a right turn on going against traffic, pull right out in front of traffic. They do the whole class, driving test and everything, and then do everything completely wrong as soon as they pull out. Ooh, nice brakes. She needs to get her bike fixed. So anyway, yeah, it's just amazing how they drive here. It really is combat driving. I'll call it combat driving here. You got to really be aware. The only good thing here is that they don't drive at high speeds. If you get on some of the motorways, well, then they get going and they'll be cruising. Or once you get out of town, yeah, well, I'll tell you something that my wife said, Cal. They teach you to drive when you're driving just to look ahead. You don't look in your rear view mirrors. You don't look behind you. Your business is in front of you, not behind you. That's what she tells me. So nobody looks behind them. Nobody looks to see if somebody's coming up on either side. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. After you get used to it a while, it's I'm okay with it. You kind of got to drive like them if you're going to survive. If you're too defensive, it actually gets more dangerous because they'll cut you off at the stop signs and everything else. Yeah, pretty much. You just see the truck just drive by, and in the back was about 10 people sitting in the bed. Now, I know back home we can't do that, but here they passed a law a few years ago that you're not supposed to do that anymore. But just same thing with having a helmet law and nobody wears a helmet, and like I said, now everybody drives in the back of the pickups going everywhere, and nothing happens. I'll bet if it was a Farang, which is a foreigner, I bet you if they were driving that they'd get pulled over and get tickets for having people in the back. But like I said, there's no way to get a family around over here, so somebody's got a truck and they need to move a family of 6 or 7, have to go someplace. Everybody hops into bed and off they go. It's also how if they pick up the workers and stuff here, so if you got some kind of project going on here, yeah, it's, you know what, Julie, you do get used to it though. I mean, it's a different kind of crazy driving here than back home. I get used to the Thai drivers here. The hard part for me is in the wintertime when all the tourists return, because they come back from every part of the world, and every part of the world has a different way of driving. So you end up with, hi Tom, how are you? Thanks for coming. You end up with people from every part of the world coming here driving, and when they come here, everybody has their own different style of driving, every country. So you might have somebody from Switzerland driving, somebody from Sweden driving, somebody from from India come here, and everybody drives different. So to deal with one style of driving, like right now as the Thai people, I'm okay with it because I understand what they're going to do. But when everybody else comes, I know that wow, sorry guys. I know that in the wintertime, a lot of the Swedes come back here, and they all rent cars. They don't ride motorbikes. And these streets here, Hua Hin used to be an old fishing village. So the streets here are very narrow as opposed to some of the other cities. So when the Swedes get here and they're driving, a lot of times they'll park their cars on the side of the road, but 3/4 of the cars hanging out on the road, and it blocks up the road. If you've got somebody parking on one side and the other side, there might not be enough room for another car to fit in between. It's just very hard. Everybody has their different styles of driving, so in the wintertime it gets to be very difficult. And right in front of me, you can see the guy just got off Grab. These are all delivery. Over here, they started just Grab. There's Lion Man, there's Panda. All these people are delivery. So when the pandemic hit here, everybody started ordering things. All the places were open, but you couldn't come and sit. So you'd end up with these people calling up for delivery. You could call, the delivery guys would come and pick everything up and bring it to you. So kind of crazy. Still see the three-wheel go by. Lots of those here. Those are the worst part for me. The motorbikes that have the little cart hooked up to the side, because those don't go very fast. They take up the whole road, and they drive kind of crazy with them. So those are my hardest thing to deal with here, is the three-wheel, the motorbike with a cart on the side. But you've been watching, you haven't seen one single motorcycle go by. They've all been the scooters, the motorbikes. So up and down, nobody's in. There's the three-wheeler right there. So as you go on down, you can see up and down all the different kinds of motorbikes, and they love their trucks here. Love their trucks. Thai people love their trucks. I guess they serve a dual purpose here. When mostly cars here are foreigners, the Thai people buy trucks. Mitsubishi, Toyota, and now the Ford Ranger's really gotten big. Stop, taking another drink here. And seen a van pass. Most of the vans here are usually either work or for tourists. They load those up with tourists and take them around. If you go on down by Market Village, the mall there, they got the vans there now. So if you need to go anywhere, Mike, which is if you're still here and you need to get on down to Chompan or to Suratani, you can also take the van, which will get you there a lot quicker, and they're not very expensive. The only problem with them is sometimes they pack them pretty full. We've been on there a few times where Cal had to sit on, the little engine covering inside the van. Cal had to sit on that because she's small, and they make her sit there when we go, which kind of sucks. But yeah, they jam as many people in. There's a van right there. That's the kind of vans they have, and they're all tourist vans. They take you to Bangkok, and when you go to Bangkok, there's 2 or 3 stops you can make in Bangkok. Pram Song, Ekamai, just different parts of the city where you can stop and catch the van and get dropped off. But yeah, the van will get you there a lot quicker. It's not very expensive. I'd say to get down to Suratani, probably less than 400 baht, which would be less than $12. You know, probably about $10 to get down to Suratani, which is going to be every bit of a 4.5 hour ride. I know Cal takes the van from here back to Bangkok all the time, and it's 250 baht, 260 baht to get back. So $6, give or take. So she goes back in the van. I'd rather take the train than that. The train, of course, if you take the regular one, costs me and Cal less than $3 to go from Bangkok, from Hua Hin to Bangkok for 2 people on the regular train. The speed train's a little bit more. It's about maybe $15 if you want to take the fast train, but you know, I don't find it to be any faster because it kind of takes you out of the way to get you there, just less stops. Yeah, public transportation here is great. There's actually even a bus station here, which if you want me to, Mike, I could check it out for you and see about taking what Bobby calls the luxury bus. It is, you know, that's what they take back to, we have it here, it takes you all the way into Surin, and they are comfortable. Just a long ride to Surin, but I can check that out for you if you want me to. I'll bet you it's not more than maybe 400 or 600 baht to take to Suratani to get there. It's, you know, real nice bus ride there too. Yeah, the bus rides are long, van rides are shorter. Taxi rides are even shorter, but they're more expensive. I guess I'm saying expensive, but I shouldn't be, because they're probably about 2,000 baht, which is, you know, 60 bucks. If you're going to take a taxi from here to Bangkok, or from here to, yeah, that would be a perfect idea, Mike. 60 bucks for a taxi ride from Bangkok to Hua Hin, and you're talking about a 3-hour ride in a taxi. Back in the States, you go from the airport to my house is a 20-minute ride, and it probably costs you $100. Yeah, I always take the train. I'm going to take the new train. I'll take all the trains, City. I like taking the trains around. It's my favorite way of transport down here. It's just easy. Once you learn how to read the schedules and stuff, easy way to get around. It takes you, you know, next to the roads, but not on the road. So it seems like you're out in the fields and stuff. You're getting a little bit better view of everything. So I happen to like taking the train way better than taking the van or the bus if I don't have to. Obviously, my favorite way to get around down here is to take the Forza, the big bike. But certain times of the year, like right now when it's rainy season, I had a downpour on the way here. That can happen all the time. Yeah, it's like crazy money back home, and over here don't cost you anything. So not bad at all. But yeah, my favorite way to get around over here, if I have my choice, is especially going south from Hua Hin, is to take the motorbike, the Forza. When you go south, hi Paul, how are you? When you go south of Hua Hin, it's not, the traffic is just dissipates. It's not so bad. Hey CJ, welcome. How are you? Hope you're doing good today. Stuck. It was raining this morning. Had a downpour on me. I wanted to do a walk through downtown Hua Hin, down by Bintabat, and it rained pretty good. So you're getting just the stationary from the Cafe Amazon. But yeah, Forza is the way to get around. But at certain times of the year, you got to watch what you're doing. You know, it's not rainy season. It's rainy season here, but if you go north, like Isan and so forth, they get huge downpours there, big flooding and everything else. I just seen a video from a friend in Cambodia. It looked like they had a couple feet of water across the road wherever I think he was in Phnom Penh, but roads were just flooded from the water over there from the rain. So you got to be careful certain times of the year where you're going. I know that when you get to October, November, December, January, it's dry season and you can get around and not have to worry about downpours. It's a great time to travel. And now your plan is to go ahead and go someplace within 2-3 hours, so that if it rains you can pull over and not get soaked. So how's things going back in Florida, CJ? You okay? Everything good? Been pretty nice here. I've been pretty lucky this rainy season. I've gone ahead and done all my lives and had just a couple days where it drizzled a little bit, and then today I was going to do it and it started heading on down and just got soaked coming out. So I stopped over at the Amazon, decided to do a stationary and talk with everybody. It's actually done pretty good too. I've had 7, 8, 9, 10 people talking to me for 35 minutes, which is good. Just okay. I know you're missing being back here. Hope you get back soon. I'm missing your videos from down here. Yeah, I understand that. Got to take care of a needy parent, so that's what happens. That's where my wife is right now in Surin, taking care of her mom. Mom's 90 years old and not in the best of shape anymore, so she's over there now. It happens when your parents get old. You got to take care of them. Hopefully you have somebody to take care of you when you get older. Trying to drink my iced coffee. When I say that, I mean ice. Absolutely, buddy. When you get back here, you have to let me know. We'll get together. Maybe we'll do a dual stream here. Still waiting for Fools to do another stream where we can sit down and get together. But I got to figure out. I tried to get on StreamYard from here, and it wouldn't let me do it a while ago. I was going to jump on, and I tried to get on, and I had to go verify with Google and everything else because I'm in Thailand, so it didn't want to let me jump on. I'll have to do that one day, jump on and verify with Google so I can go ahead and jump on StreamYard with him or Bobby and Jai or anybody. Doing a live stream right from YouTube is easy when you do this. Now they got a thing called Go Live Together, so you can actually do a live with a couple people, but StreamYard's really easy when you sit down. Traveling Fools always does his videos where they sit down, they do a Jeopardy thing a couple times, once a week, and he gets on and does different videos like that, so I like to jump on with them, but I tried last time and it wouldn't let me get on. Come on guys, talk to me. I've been rambling too much, hearing too much of me, not enough of you guys. No, I actually quiet here for a second. Yeah, here comes traffic again. I'm drinking my watered down iced coffee. So anyway, beautiful beaches here. I mean, we got lots of nice beaches. No, I'm using the wire. I'm using the Boya today. Over at Cafe Amazon on where the night market is at the very end there, CJ. I'm thinking we're going to do Kanchanaburi, Paul. That's where the bridge over the River Kwai, and also they got a big waterfall over there. I think we're going to do a couple 2-3 day deal over there. I know a little at the end of August I'll be in Pattaya because I'm meeting a friend. Out there from England. He's coming, and then after that I'm going to head up to Koh Chong. So Pattaya at the end of the month for sure. That'll probably be a week long. Yeah, I'm trying to talk, and I just don't like. Yeah, the DJI is really top of the line. It's really good, but my friend Fool sent me this one. He sent me this wireless mic, and actually I kind of like this one better. It's got a little at the bottom where you plug in your receiving part to your phone. It actually it's a little bit lighter weight than DJI was, and the sound's really good and everything else. So if you guys are hearing me right now, just on the Boya, and I do like it. I mean, I use this one probably as much, if not more, than a DJI. You know, the thing is that DJI is really nice. It's a nice mic, but it's a bit heavier. It's a bit, I won't say more cumbersome because it's actually probably a tad bit smaller, but the pickup or receiver part of it's a little bit heavier, and the actual mic is a little bit heavier. So I've been using this one quite a bit. This one seems to be a little bit easier for me to use. So you guys can check that out. Boya. You have Rode mics. Yeah. You know, this one comes with 2 receivers also, the Boya. It comes with 2 receivers, 1 pickup that you plug into your phone. You know, it doesn't have headsets. I know that a couple of them have a headset that you can plug in so you can hear if you're doing a dual stream with somebody else, you can actually hear them talking if they're sitting. But I like this. I mean, this one seems to work really good. The DJI is good. Like I said, it's small, but it seems to be a bit heavier. That's the only thing about it. The quality, I don't know. You guys tell me if you guys can hear me good. The Boya seems good whenever I do a playback and listen. Seems like it sounds well. You know, even in the wind, I got the little windsock type of thing on. So, you know, here, let me turn this around and show you. So you can see I'm wearing it right here. That's the Boya. So it's not really big. I think that the DJI might be a tad smaller than this, but it's heavier than this. And you can see I got the little wind sock on it, or whatever you want to call it, that actually reduces the noise from wind or anything else. And hey, Paul, how are you? Good to see you. I'll have to look at it, CJ. I'll go check it out. Or if you're still here, maybe you remember and you can tell CJ. But I'll go ahead and I'll take a picture of it and send it to you later on, CJ. I'll send you which one it is. But I don't think they're super expensive. I know that the DJI I paid almost a few $100s. Right? Oh, Jake. Wow, you finally figured out how to use your phone and come on and see, huh? Nice to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming. I said, I'll take a picture of it, CJ, and I'll send it to you. And you can look it up and see. But Traveling Fools, that's Brennan. He went ahead and sent me this one, back when I was there a while ago, when I really liked, yeah, that's the new train station over there. The old one, I was hoping a train would come by. The train comes, you bought an iPad. Did you buy the iPad Pro? I hope you bought the 12.9. 11 inches are nice, but well, you're young, you can see. I like the bigger one. Anyway, the train runs on the lower tracks right now. Soon it's going to be riding on the upper tracks. They built this whole thing because they've had so many accidents. Mauihowey is a pretty busy city now. And when the rails come down, people still try to go through there. So, yeah. I said, so there's been a number of accidents here. CJ, I think you were here probably when the last one happened, where the cop was driving with a couple girls in his car and zipped on through, and the train plowed them. All three of them died. That was back maybe about 5-6 months ago. Yeah, that's what I said, Cindy. I'm shocked that Jake showed up. He finally figured out how to get on. Yep, there you go. Cafe Amazon and having a frappe. Let me go back. I'm sorry, I missed that. Paul, let me look. What'd you say? You know, I don't think it's going to be high speed because it does go right back down to the regular tracks, but I think that they're going to be running a speed train. It's a difference. The high-speed train is I think going to run from China all the way down to Malaysia. So it's going north and south. I guess this one goes north and south too. But anyway, what happens is, hold on, I'm missing you guys. Chris, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I'm talking too much. Oh, sorry, wrong way. I don't want to do that. I want to read the things. Okay, here we go. Messages, go back. Oh, you weren't here, huh? Yeah, it was. Maybe it was less than 6 months ago. Then it was a few months ago. Then must have been. Yeah, a cop was coming back at 4 o'clock in the morning and tried to cross the train when the train tracks with the train coming. Train hit him, killed all three of them. But so many accidents here. Hold on, let me go back. Read messages again because I started talking about something and got off the subject. Hard to do. Okay, yeah, okay. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate you coming. Appreciate you showing up. Yeah, the high-speed train, that's what we're talking about. This is going to be a speed train and not a high-speed train. There's a different type people go. There's a regular train, which has like 30 stops. I won't say that's probably about 15 stops between here and Bangkok. And then there's a speed train, which has like 3 or 4 stops between here and Bangkok. So it's supposed to, in theory, it takes less time. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. So the speed train has less stops. The only problem is right now, it takes you out of the way to get back to Bangkok because they're redoing all the tracks on the way to Bangkok. Now, 11:48. Oh, early. Oh, he's still in bed. Lazy. Time to get up. So once the tracks are all finished, I think that they'll go back to the speed train with 3 or 4 stops, and the ride from here to Bangkok will probably be about maybe 3.5 hours at most, as opposed to 5. The slow train takes 5, but it makes all the stops and it takes a shorter route. The speed train is 5 hours and it only makes 3 stops, but it goes out of the way to come back. So, you know, the only thing good about the speed train is you get assigned seats. It's got air con, but if you're on the train early in the morning, you don't need air con, and it's a nice ride. The seats are soft, they're comfortable. You have leg room. You can get up, walk back and forth, and stretch your legs. It's easy. And I think I had a live stream a few weeks ago where I was on the train going back to Bangkok, and every 2 or 3 stops they come out with food. So, you know, you can always get, if you like Thai food, you can always get the food. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it, Paul? Get on the train 44. I think it's 83 baht from me and my wife to go from Hua Hin to Bangkok. 83 baht for 2 people. So, you know, figure 90 baht, $3, so less than that. Can't beat that. Hey, Paul, hey Andrew, if you're there, I do want to tell you, I ended up buying a Royal Enfield after seeing you and Dave with them. I just couldn't resist. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun. It was a good time to do that stream on the train. I wasn't sure if I was gonna. It's funny, I could walk down the beach and lose internet, or else I can go ahead and I'm on the train for an hour and going through city after city and I never lose internet. How crazy is that? Just zipping along on the train and have internet the whole way. Yeah, it was, you know, I loved yours. I ended up getting the Meteor, just the 350. They had a 650 there, but I thought that was going to be too much bike for me. You know, I ride around. I bought that bike to go maybe 2 or 3 hours in any direction from here from Hua Hin. I got my Forza to get me around everywhere else. That's a touring bike, but the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 gets me. I've already taken it out maybe a couple hours down towards Prachuap, take it different places here. That's what I kind of bought it for, so I can get around. And then, this guy gonna hit my motorbike here? Crazy. People drive. Yeah, I like it. It's got the great big tank in front, and you know, rides really good. Seems like it's got enough power to get me around. Or the 350 seems like it's got obviously the 650 would have been a lot of power, but if I would have done that, I might have stepped on up and done the Harley. I didn't, and I just thought the Harley was too big of a bike. So, yeah, this kind of fits my needs, having the Royal Enfield. Matter of fact, guys, I posted a video yesterday, which is part 2 of Prachuap. But next week, I got a video coming up on the new bike. It's going to be the Royal Enfield. So anybody's interested in all the different kind of bikes out here, I'm going to be doing a video on the Royal Enfield next week. Okay. Filled out your visa. I got to go check in next month. I got to check in before the 19th. Every 90 days have to go. So my date to check in is the 19th of August. So I got to go down and do that. And it's good for it. My visa is good till next July. Whenever you come to Thailand, the first time you do, now it's a retiree visa, non-type O retirement visa. Non-type O visa that I did, and the first one is 15 months. First one is 15 months, and after that, when you renew it, it's only 12 months. But that's okay. I mean, you're here. It's not very difficult to do. You know, it's easy enough to do, and just go on down to immigration once a year and redo your paperwork, and check in every 90 days. So not too hard to do. Coffee break, sorry guys. So anyway, yeah, like I said, next week I got a video coming out on the Royal Enfield for anybody that likes the different bikes. Hold on a second. Sorry guys. So next week I got a video on the Royal Enfield, and then probably within a couple months I'll have a review on the Forza. So if you guys are interested in touring bike, anybody who likes biking, about a month staying for as long, yeah, there you go. For anybody who likes touring, wants to get a bike that you can get around, I got the idea from Dave. Dave had his Forza, and it really looked like a good bike, and I bought one, and I went from Hua Hin to Surin. It was over a 2,000 kilometer ride round trip. I took the bike, we went out there, back in January. Great bike, comfortable, everything else, a lot of fun, enjoyed it. Lots of room with the side bags and back bag. So I'll have a review on that in a while. I don't know, Cindy. The first time I got it was 15 months, and then each time after, well, you only pay a renewal fee instead of the initial fee. So the first fee is more expensive. Yeah, I love looking at the bike videos, Paul. The first fee is expensive, not expensive, but it's more, and you get 3 months more. Then after that, it's every 12 months, and it's less. It doesn't cost you as much as the other one, but you're renewing it every 12 months instead of every 15 months. So, hey everybody, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps my algorithm. I appreciate everybody showing up. End up making 51 minutes already, guys, for just to sit down talk. Thanks everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. Sticking around and chatting with me on a cloudy, rainy, and it hasn't rained. It could have probably done the city walk and not gotten wet, but it gives me something to do next week. I'll go ahead and I'll go on down there and do this downtown walk. Last week I walked through some of the neighborhoods here, and next week I'll walk through the downtown Bintabat, but it's going to be south of Bintabat, where I used to stay. Yeah, they have those. I think James from Chocolate Man in Thailand, he has that Elite. I guess they're quite expensive, but if you got the money, I think they're worth it. It's just that they're not cheap. They're quite a bit of money to do. So just depends if you want to spend the money or not. But I guess the benefits are pretty good. I mean, I was looking into it a little bit and listening to what he had to say. If anybody's coming out here and wants to find out more about that, you can watch for James's videos, Chocolate Man in Thailand. He's really up to date on all that stuff, so he'll give you all the benefits and stuff. 26,000 Australian, ooh-wee. Yeah, big money, right? I mean, it's a lot of cash to go ahead and get it. I mean, if you got it, spend it. But I mean, for me, to go ahead and pay 1,800 baht for a 12-month visa is not that bad. No, 17,000 US. That's a lot of money to go ahead and, once again, I guess if you got it, you can do it, and it's way better. Yeah, that's what I did. Easy enough. I mean, helps. So we got the condo here, and, it's in both of our names. Got the blue book for her, yellow book for me. So, and that's all said and done. Easy for us to buy stuff. Yeah, that's why I agree. Yeah, cost of living here is nothing. I mean, I tried to explain. Whenever I go back, I was in sticker shock. When I went back home for 6 weeks in April, May, I spent more there in 6 weeks than I spent here in 3-4 months. Just, between food, gas, everything else, they're just unbelievably expensive back home to what your cost of living is here. I mean, we can go on out and obviously if you live like a rock star here, you'll spend a lot of money, but if you watch your funds and take your time and live a normal life, it's very affordable and very nice, and you still get to see the country. I mean, so much to see and do. I said I'll be heading on off to Pattaya. I want to say the third week of, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, CJ? I'll be heading off to Pattaya the third week of August, and I plan to stay in Pattaya only a couple days. I've been there so many times. I just want to see my friends, say hello, go have dinner with him, a couple beers, and that'll be it. Then we'll hop. I think we're going to take the Forza, and we'll hop back on the bike, and we'll go on down to Koh Chang and spend 4 or 5 days in Koh Chang. So that's the plan as of now, and then head on back. And somewhere in between there, I'd like to do Kanchanaburi. And then I know we have a real big trip planned later in the year, heading on up to Chiang Mai. We'll probably go for a month. Head up to Chiang Mai, go on down to Chiang Rai, back and do the Golden Triangle and end up at Pai. So, try and do a big trip up there. It'll be probably a better part of a month we'll be gone. Go check everything out. Having some more coffee. Sorry, people. Anyway, so it's actually traffic slowed down a little bit. It's still going, but before it was really going. This place is busy. What a place to have a... Yeah, I mean, it's going to be on the Forza too, though, CJ. We're going to go do that on the bike. We're not going to go ahead and take the bus and stuff. So that's why I'm taking so much time. Well, you have to get a bike when you come here. You have to get a big Forza. Get yourself a nice touring bike. But yeah, we're going to do the bike, and we're going to make stops along the way. We'll drive maybe 4 or 5 hours, maybe stop in Phetchabun because Cal wants to see Phetchabun. So maybe we'll stop in Phetchabun and camp out there. And oh, you're going to live in Chiang Mai? I love Chiang Mai. Beautiful place. Man, in the wintertime, though, at nighttime, it gets cool. I've been there before in January, and at nighttime, it is cool. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and hop on the bike, and we'll drive maybe 4 or 5 hours and stop, and then we'll drive another 4 or 5 hours and stop. Take us a few days to get there, and we'll go ahead and get our butts over to Chiang Mai, spend a couple days, and then from there we'll go to Chiang Rai and spend a couple days there. Then we have to come back to Chiang Mai because it's going from Chiang Rai over to Pai and stuff is in between. So we'll stop at Chiang Mai again, then head over to Pai, go do that Golden Triangle route, which I've never done, but I've heard that many people have said it's probably the prettiest route in Thailand. So we'll get out on the motorbike and do that, take our time. I know that when I go to Koh Chang, everybody's all worried because it's so hilly and stuff, but after driving in Koh Tao, I think that Koh Chang is not going to be that bad. Koh Tao was the worst roads I've ever driven on. It was straight up and straight down with some massive turns. So as you're coming downhill, they got banked turns there, so it tells you how steep and how fast you're going. You got to really be careful. Still got traffic going up and down. Now you see this pink box right here. Right here. That's Panda. So that's another delivery. Before we had Grab, the green one. They also have Lineman, and that's Panda. So all deliveries. You can see the guys come in and out. And you can also tell those guys. Oh yeah, I've heard so many people say that. I have a friend that did crash on Koh Chang, riding the bike, and he ended up crashing. Ended up going to the hospital. Yeah, I know the roads there are very steep. Turns are steep, everything else, so, but I am taking my own bike. I'm not going to be renting one. Did ya? Wow, that's not good. I'll be having my own bike if I go there. I think that's a big difference. No, you pay COD. When they get to your house, you can also, I believe, they do have credit cards. I think you can use a credit card on that app, but we always do COD if we ever use them. They just show on up and you pay the driver when he gets there. So it's not too bad. I know that my stepdaughter and her husband, they have the food business, and yeah, the rental scooters, that's scary. They have a business and they use Lineman and Grab and everything, and they take 30% of the bill to deliver. So they have to charge 30% more on the food just to break even on it. So, when you buy stuff, it's more expensive with Grab and that, but more convenient. Yeah, with the rental, CJ, I had a rental in Koh Tao, and that's why I said I'll have my own motorbike, because the rental I had was a PCX, but when I was coming down the mountains, the brakes were just screaming. I mean, just grinding like you couldn't believe, and really scary to be riding a bike that you don't know how well is maintained, With my bike, I know it's taken care of. Yeah, 112 app is good. 1112. Yes. Good app to have. Most of the places that use that, they can deliver. I know Pizza Company, Burger King, all them, if you want fast food, they have that. But Grab and all them, they'll pick 1112. That's an app here that you can go on and they'll deliver your food for you. I don't know about how much. I think they've kind of disappeared a little bit. Here now everybody's using Grab and Panda and Lineman because they're so available. Yeah, Pizza Company and Burger King, yeah, they got that here. McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Hut. Oh, yeah, a lot of fun. Not as much as Bangkok, but we got all the Farang stores here, so Farang food if you need it. I like going to Ban Kumpor, so Ban Kumpor you can get anything you want. There's also, CJ is going to tell you, if you like Mexican food, there's a new place that opened just down the street from Ban Kumpor. Really good Mexican food. It's a Mexican restaurant. They just opened up. So if you like Mexican food, really good Mexican food there. I'm waiting for Buffalo Wild Wings or Hooters, but I don't think Hooters is going to open. I heard they closed the Hooters in Pattaya. I'll see when I go back. I heard they closed that one up. Yeah, that I knew you wouldn't know about that because I think that opened about maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago. Yeah, this one's been about 4 to 6 weeks ago it opened, so I knew you wouldn't know about that, but yeah, it's really good food there. I said I'm waiting for some chicken wings. I want some buffalo wings because that's not something you find. You can find spicy wings here, but it's not the same as back home. This spicy wings will either burn your lips off or else it's sweet, and I don't like that, so looking for buffalo wings. I need Buffalo Wild Wings or Hooters or something like that, but like I said, I don't think the Hooters is going to come back because I think they closed the Hooters in Pattaya. I'm not sure. I'll see when I go on back down there, but I think somebody posted that. All right, Cindy, thank you for coming. I appreciate staying on for 60 minutes with me. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys. Talk to you soon. I'll stay on for a minute. I still got 9-10 people, so we'll stick here for a few and talk as long as people want to talk. Yeah, I'm waiting for a chicken wing place here. That'd be great if somebody would do. There's a restaurant here. I don't know if you've been here or not, CJ. I posted many times called Satan's Grill. They have Philly cheesesteaks there, and they have Cajun chicken and everything else. They import all the stuff there, so it's top quality. It's very good. It's not using the local beef and stuff. That's always the hard thing, local beef, local cheeses and stuff. So top quality stuff, really good. It's to me, the best Philly cheesesteak, best sandwiches you can get in Thailand. Real good. Yeah, Soy 80. You got to get there when you get a chance. When you got a craving, you got to go there. Lots of places. You're looking for some place to stay here in Hua Hin. Okay, Andrew, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Have a great day. If you're looking for some place to stay here in Hua Hin, I can recommend a whole bunch of places, but you're always welcome to stay overnight with us for a night. I mean, if you're coming over to visit, if you want to stay longer, I can find you a place that you can go ahead and have your own, but I'll check around different places to stay. I used to stay at a place called Hua Hin Golf Villa on Soi 41, which is right down from the beach. It's right downtown Soi Bintabat. And it was probably $30 or less American. Yeah, it's always crazy. It's probably $30 or less US, and nice clean place, close to the beach, nice pool, everything else. Great place to stay. I used to stay there all the time, Hua Hin Golf Villa. I'd recommend there. That's where I was kind of going to go ahead and start my video at today. Unfortunately, with the rain early, I didn't get a chance to. But yeah, that's a great place to stay here in Hua Hin. If you're going to Bangkok and you're looking for some place to stay, I'll recommend you stay at the Dynasty on Soi 4. Probably $26 a night, $25, $26 a night, right off of Sukhumvit. The rooms are super clean, well taken care of. Best place I've stayed. I always stay there. This time I cheaped out. My fault. I cheaped out and I went on Agoda. and I seen they were a little bit cheaper at the Ambassador on soy 11, which is actually a little bit better street than soy 4. But I stayed at the Ambassador and really disappointed. That's all I'll say. Really, had aircon problems in our room. They moved us, went to a different room, had aircon problems there, and finally went to a different room where it worked adequate at best. Really disappointed. I mean, big hotel, great big hotel. It's been there for a long time. I stayed there 20 years ago, and it was nice, and now I was not so happy. Okay, take care, Paul. I appreciate you stopping. Have a shower, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Wrong side. It's funny, CJ. Did you have any problem when you went back home driving on the other side of the road, back on our right side of the road as opposed to here? I know when I go back home, I want to jump on the wrong side of the road. I want to jump on the left side of the road. And it's kind of hard to get adjusted for a few days. Anyway, okay, we're down to 5 people. Let me turn this around. We made it 65 minutes. I appreciate you all coming here. Let me turn it up a little bit. I appreciate you all showing up today, saying hi, and staying with me for 65 minutes. Actually had a good turnout, considering I couldn't do my walk. So maybe next week we'll do the downtown. Yeah, it's easy to do, isn't it? Maybe next week I'll do the be north of Bintabat. So it'll be the downtown area, but north of Bintabat. I think I found a boss place in Bangkok. Okay, great. Somerset Park. I don't know where that's at. I haven't stayed there. All right, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. I'll let you go get on with your day, evening, afternoon back there, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully everything's good for you. And don't forget, I had a video I posted yesterday, which was part 2 of Pretrup Curicon. And then next week I'm going to post the Royal Enfield video, so don't forget to watch that. And I'll be looking for you too, CJ. Hope to see you soon. Take care, folks. Have a great day.